My goal here is simple. Funner for everyone.
Hey, Jane, you having fun?
Woo!
Is that legal?
Because around here, funner is a state of mind.
What is going on, Laker fans? Thank you very much for tuning in. Little Lakers Talk Daily right here. Lakers coming off a win against the New York Knicks. I want to spend a little time talking about the Lakers' late game execution. Not really crazy about that. Could that cost the Lakers a playoff spot? We'll get a little bit into that. Quick shout out here to Harris Resort SoCal, one of our partners here on Lakers Talk Daily. They're located just 2 hours away from downtown Los Angeles. Beautiful, beautiful place, northern San Diego. Find your funner state of mind with a visit to Harris Resort SoCal. Voted best resort in Funner, California. From dining to unwinding, you'll find fun around every corner. Learn more at harrissocal.com. Okay, so Lakers coming off a win yesterday. We all know that. Beat the New York Knicks. They got the Pacers coming up tomorrow. Then one more game coming up against the Pelicans on a Saturday. And then they come back here at crypto.com. We are almost at the All-Star break here, just 7 games left. So I got a little bit of a concern with the Lakers. They're 4 games below 500. We know they're 13th in the Western Conference. What I want to ask Laker fans out there, what do you think of their late game execution? Or what do you think of their lack of execution towards the end of games? Because that's one of my biggest concerns with the Lakers right now. I feel like that can cost the Lakers some more games. It already has cost the Lakers games. And it could be the difference of the Lakers making the playoffs or not because of games right now that they're playing. Certainly when you're not 10 games above 500 or you're sitting in the 5th or the 3rd spot or anything like that, each one of these games are critical to making the postseason. So I want to give the Lakers some credit because they've been in games versus good teams and have lost. Boston twice, Philly twice, the double overtime game against Dallas. They've beat good teams. Denver, they've already beat twice this year. They beat Memphis. Remember that game against Miami was here at Crypto. Lakers won without LeBron, without AD. That Sacramento game on the road, they won by 2. So Lakers are they've won some games, they've lost some games, but they've been in a lot of close games with good teams. So late game execution is obviously incredibly important. I want to go to last night's game as a perfect example for the Knicks where I share some concern here. All right? Should have beat the Knicks in regulation, period. Lakers should have beat the Knicks in regulation. I'm not taking that away, but they should have. Bron had to play 43 minutes for the Lake Show. They were 1 possession away from falling 6 games below 500. So that's how critical that game was yesterday. And just going to OT and not closing out a game when you should, that's a concern. So we know Lakers took a 6-point lead, about a minute and a half left. And that regulation, that final minute and a half to me, this is where I'm getting confused with the Lakers. Because when they went up 6, they, are trying not to foul on the defensive side. Jalen Brunson gets a bucket right away. But my problem is late game execution. The Lakers have kind of put themselves in a weird spot here. And I don't know 100% who to blame. Bron is just kind of dribbling the ball out there. He's trying to wait for the shot clock to end. I don't see Darvin Ham coming in and saying, guys, this is the play that we're running. I don't see Anthony Davis demanding the ball down low and saying, guys, let's put this game, let's close this thing out. Give me the damn ball and let me go to work. I don't see any of that stuff happening. So I blame a little bit of everybody in these late game situations. So first, let me just say Darvin Ham. One of the things I love about Darvin Ham as a head coach of the Lakers is the man gives his team and his players all the trust in the world. I could see Darvin Ham sitting there saying, what do you want me to tell LeBron James that he doesn't already know? Or Russell Westbrook or AD. He gives them a lot of autonomy to make decisions on their own and make mistakes on their own. It's LeBron, it's Russ, it's AD. I respect that he has so much trust in his players. The only thing I'll say to that, I think there's a moment where you have to say, guys, I ain't holding your hands. But there's also a moment where you say, I'm the head coach. We have to run a play right here. This is the difference of winning this game and not. And I don't think Darvin Ham does that enough. I appreciate I got all the trust in the world with my players, but I think there's a time where he's got to say, I'm the head coach and this is what we're going to do. So part of that blame, I think, goes to Darvin Ham. Braun, I think, deserves some of the blame. Braun took a 3 yesterday, put the Lakers up 6 because the Knicks didn't switch on defense or whatever. There was miscommunication. He had a wide open 3. He took it and he drained it. Lakers went up 6. But their last couple of possessions after that, Braun's taken a contested 3. He's taken another contested 3. I feel like Braun, towards the end of games, there's too much of this. I'm just going to dribble the hell out of the ball. I'm going to watch the shot clock run down. The problem is there's not 30 seconds left. There's a minute and 30 left. I mentioned the AD portion of it, which I think is important as well. The Anthony Davis portion of it is there was a game, Lakers-Celtics, where on the national broadcast, Mark Jackson and Van Gundy, they're going back and forth. But Van Gundy kept saying, AD, Malcolm Brogdon is guarding you. Go down to the post, demand the ball, and end the game. So those 3 individuals, to me, I look at, they all got to be better in late game situations. AD's got to demand the ball more when he has a mismatch. Braun's got to be better in deciding, I'm not just going to dribble out the ball. I'm going to either attack the basket or I'm going to demand other players. There's movement, something along those lines. And Darvin Ham, in my opinion, you got to run more plays towards the end of games. So Laker fans, I'll ask you out there. You agree? Do the Lakers, how can they be better in late game situations? And do you agree that, listen, you lose some of these games you're supposed to win over the final 30, you might not make the playoffs, and that could be the difference of you making the postseason or not. A quick shout out here from the Riverside County Sheriff Department. Thank you for their partnership.
I'm Riverside County Sheriff Chad Bianco. Are you satisfied with a job, or are you looking for an exciting career? If you think you have what it takes, I have a tan and green uniform with your name on it. Come and get it.
All right, the Riverside County Sheriff Department is hiring for 911 dispatchers, deputy sheriff, correctional deputies, and other support services. Apply online today at joinrsd.org. Again, apply online today at joinrsd.org. Thank you for their partnership. If that's something you'd be interested in, please go to the website. Final thoughts here, Laker fans. I'm just going to put this out there. Lakers still got a shot here to go 3-2 on this road trip. So that was the goal for me coming into the 5-game road trip. Lost to Boston. All right, BS calls. Just got to move on. Lost to Brooklyn. No Anthony Davis. No LeBron James. Beat the Knicks in OT. Wasn't pretty, but you got the win. You got a Pacers team that's lost 9 of 10. You got a Pelicans team that has lost 9 games in a row. Go handle business. Win these final 2 games. Come back to Crypto.com. 3-2 on this road trip. Hopefully the Lakers can do it. Thank you for being a part of the show. Please subscribe to the channel. We'll be back tomorrow with some more Lakers content.